Alright, so you may be asking why am I trusting the Hawks and the Wizards and we're not in a normal day. It's because 2K is kind of weird. You can't really put your own correct uh, roster into the current day, so we're just starting off from regular season. Uh, Chance Arani has just posted about 32 minutes ago as I'm recording this that Trae Young has been traded to the Wizards for TJ McConnell and Corey Spencer. So I know most of the guys are expiring deals, so what I did is just end up making these both 5 years. So example, Trae is 5 year, also is on automatic, and the Hawks are automatic. So now they got five for 5 years, and then I end up just setting this guy at 5 years. So he was already on a 4 year. So I understand he got 5 years because Sim's gonna always try to go for 5 years. So and like I'll show here, they can literally do practically anything. They can literally trade Trae Young if they want to, although that's highly unlikely. So it's starting five for the Hawks, like CJ, Dyson, Zachary Shea, Johnson, and Kristaps. Aneka Kongwu, Nikhil, Corey Kispert, Vic Krejci, and Luke Kennard. Yeah, I guess that's the starting five, I guess. Anyway. And then for the Wizards, who are tanking team, I'd assume. Watch, I don't know if they'll tank me now. Are taking Trae Young, Bilal, Keyshawn, Middleton, who they're probably going to not, they're probably going to sign somebody else. And Alex Sarr, who's actually really good. And then you got Martin Bagley, Carlos Greenson, Trey Johnson, who's actually great. He's like one of my favorite players I've watched from the rookie class. Whitmore, and then Tristan, who's kind of been alright. He's been okay. He's been a little rough around the edges, but he's been alright. Anyway, let's get to it. Like I said, everything's on automatic. They can trade Trae Young if they want to. And we're on 12-man quarters, no injuries. We're going to see you guys at the deadline. I'll tell you guys what both teams look like when we get to there. Let's go. Alright, so we're at the deadline. We're going to stop here. So Wizards are 12 and 37. The Hawks are 23rd. They are the 29th worst team in the league. And what's the standings look like? I was going to talk about this since we're in the video. So I'm looking at Twitter, like what people are saying. Apparently he like left the game like mid day. Yeah, so how about so they're like so they're actually very familiar record for Utah. And then what else is there? Oh, Hawks are 11 seed right now, so alright. So any trades happened that's been interesting? Luke Cornett got traded for Isaiah Joe and a lottery protected pick in 2 seconds. Swap. Paul George got traded for Anthony Simons. Malik Monk got traded for Bob. This is actually a very not bad trade. I think they actually do kind of want Malik. That's funny. Max just got traded for Klay Thompson. Oh wait, I'm gonna take a picture of that from my phone. I just want to. That's funny. Seriously, yo, I'm taking a picture of this from my friend because he's a Cavs fan and he hates Max Juice, bro. He hates. All right. I'm trying to pull my Snapchat. All right. I like Malik Monk. So this team was running down any changes. Trae was averaging 25, and then the Hawks. CJ's that probably averaging like 22, not bad. And Corey Kispert's probably averaging 15. Yep. All right. See you guys at the end of the season. We'll see how this team looks. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Oh yeah. So like I was saying, I was pulling up the meme of it. And what they're saying with the thing was basically the Washington Wizards here in the trade for situation. And it's a guy pointing at himself. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I'm looking at like what people think about the Trae Young trade. I think it's pretty a solid trade. I don't really like the return for the Hawks, but they got what is it? Oh, they traded for Corey Kispert. Actually really nice. Corey was a really nice bunch shooter. Still, Anyway, Jokic wins MVP likely. Cooper Flag, rookie of the year. Jaren Green 6 man. Victor wins DPOI, I see this. Not this boost that's most improved, although I don't really know how you can make. How can you really? I mean, he did get better, I guess. That counts. Um, hey, what's yeah? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're getting a top boy, JB. I'm kidding. Chris Flinch and Coach of the Year's Matt. Alright, so plan. Did they get any team make the play? Okay, no, the Hawks. The Hawks were the second seed, so that's what I'm trusting. Who are the Hawks facing? So they're facing Halburn with Howley. J Huff is the center. Alright, let's see. So, alright, let me jump in. Game 1, Hawks. Game 2, Matt Pacers. Game 3, Hawks. Game 4, Hawks. Game 5, Hawks. Hawks are going to the second round versus the Pistons. Ooh, I actually really like the Pistons here. I think they're like bad boy almost. And it's very cool to watch them play. Yeah, they have a really nice team. Did they do any other trades? Duncan. Oh yeah, they got Cornette. Lon Holland is even on the rotation. They nice. Alright. I think. Ooh, okay. Game 1, Pistons. Game 2, Pistons. Game 3, Hawks. Game 4, Hawks. Game 5, Pistons. Game 6, lose or go, win or go home in Pistons territory. So this will be very interesting. And they're getting blown the fuck out. Holy shit. They just got blown out by 50. 9-21. Trae. Oh yeah, Trae isn't on this team. A CJ 6 of 16, 6 of 9, a 3 of 8 from Kristaps. Jeez. Kispert was ass. Holy shit. Craigie was ass. Luke Cornett was ass. This is the first time I've seen this guy being ass. 29 minutes, 0 points. Yeah, you're winning this assest player of the day, buddy. Anyway, Randall and the Knicks and the Timberwolves sweep the Knicks and win the MVP. They quiz the shit out, man, on these like Sims. Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, Conley, Toon, I think Russ said he's gonna play like one more year. Let's see. Steph Curry is highly unlikely to retire. Back McCall. Malcolm Brogdon should already be retired. I don't know why the fuck he's still here. Like, he should already be retired, man. Toronto will draft a user pick. They're gonna draft Hawks got the third. Oh, it's because that Pelicans pick. Ooh. The Hawks got like Cam Boozer. All right, and the Wizards have the 8th pick, and they're gonna draft Caleb Wilson. Okay. The 12th pick, they're drafting Darius Cruft Jr. All right, I probably got that wrong. Hawks gonna draft Kristen Anderson Jr. All right, yeah. We got one more pick, I guess. That's nice. Caleb. All right. So they drafted Cameron Boozer, Darius Christian, and Smith. Okay, that's a weird face, yeah. So they're picking up his option. They're declining both team options. The Wizards are picking up his option up except Justin Champagne. Even A.C. Johnson, although I don't think AC didn't even play. Yeah, AC didn't even play. So they're clicking everybody's options up. So they're sending a qualifier for Tristan and Malik, and then the Hawks are not sending extension to anybody. They're assigning Kristaps, alright. And the Wizards are signing Austin Reeves. Braun returns to the Lakers for one more year. Harden returns to the Clippers. Although I thought he had an extension inked, I guess not. Reeves is going to the Wizards, Jazz, Hawks, Bucks. Interesting. Resigning Thunder, Pistons, Bulls, Nets. Okay, resigns to those Nets. Philly, Bulls. What fucking Bulls are terrible. Uh, Tim Hardaway seems like somebody who would go to Miami. So the Wizards got Wizards have Trae who went down in overall. Reeves went down by 1. All these are not that good of defenders, so they're side mates. Asar got better by 2. Bilal got better by 4. Keyshawn George got better by 2. Trey Johnson got better by 5. They signed Vucevic. Signed back Carlin Carrington or Bub Carrington. I'm just gonna call him Bub probably. Will Riley, I don't even know if he played. Will Riley, man, that's probably about it. This guy looks fucking terrible. Holy shit, your ass. No offensive game, just a post game. And the Hawks. This is interesting. What's this team did? Joe Johnson got better. Kristaps got worse. Dyson got better by 2. Richard got better. Congo got worse. Q got worse. Bruce was the same. Kispert CJ got worse by 4 overall, so he's probably gonna be a bucket getter still. Graysburg got worse, but Interior got worse. And Asa Newell got better. Reggie got worse. They're probably both bad defenders. He's gotten really good. I actually like watching him play. Like he hasn't played much this year, but he has not been like a bad player at all. He's been actually kind of really nice to watch. Like I'll be lying if I said he wasn't entertaining to watch. I'm not lying, guys. Come on. Alright, anyway, so we're gonna put the next school draft question for yo. Alright. Alright, I'll see you guys at the deadline. We'll see how this team is doing by then. Alright, see you guys. Alright, red deadline. My fault. Hawks are 32-20, and the Wizards are 14-37. Yo, like, what can Trae even do? He's at his turnovers low. What can he even do at this point? Like, that shit's crazy, bro. But Wall, he's getting a little better. Keyshawn, Sar. So Trae's averaging 29, and Atlanta. Chris Anderson's already taken the starting spot. From CJ, averaging 13, 4, and 3 with a steal. Nice. So 25th pick's already taken CJ McCollum's spot. Dyson's averaging 6 points. Rousseau's actually pretty sure right now. I say averaging 20. Boozer's nice off the bench. 42% from 3, really nice. Asa Newell, 5.9 points, elite shooter. Kispert, 3.9 points per game. Oh, and they traded him for fucking Draymond. Oh gosh, alright. John Dias for Steven Adams, CJ in a second for Draymond Green. So Russ is back on the Nuggets. That's fucking hilarious. He traded Norman Powell for Klay Thompson. Yo. Mavericks took Daniel Gafford and a first round pick for Vucevic. Oh, so they have Gafford again now, so. So that means he's on the Warriors now. That's interesting, I guess. I don't even know when he's going to retire, but I guess that's nice. So, he's not on the Warriors. They probably still, they got Curry for 1 more year. Curry and Jerry for 1 more year. Dude, he's putting up good numbers. I mean, 20 points per game, probably coming off the bench. Not bad. Alright, I'll see you guys. Where I'm going to stop here. I'm looking at Curry. People talking about Curry, man. Bro, I just saw a tweet. Warriors front office on the fan basically telling him what's wrong with the Warriors. They act stupid. Nah, they have a bad front office. They 100% have a terrible front office, man. It's just more shocking how bad it is than anything. Wemby wins MVP. Daryl Pearson wins Rookie of the Year. Kevin Porter wins 6 man, averaging 19. I love that boy. Although he beat his wife. Jeremy Kane, they updated his hairstyle, so now he has the little big old afro cut off, sadly. Victor, Kid, and then Mavs. Okay, then Cup MVP is Kyrie. Kyrie always averages like 30 or some shit. Some stupid shit. Anyway, Hawks make the playoffs. Wizards, they would make it. So, it's really interesting. They're now the 6th seed. And they lose to the Cavs in 7. Wow. That is fucking terrible. Spurs won the championship. Alright, start of the off season. Braun and Kurt. I'm gonna play Braun for one more year. I think Braun plays to his 42. I'm gonna return this. I'm gonna play one more year though. Luke Wallen and Lewis Fletcher. Alright, buddy, I'll get overturned. Hall of Fame inductees. Curry's retired. Hawks are in the lottery again. Hawks free Milwaukee. Wizards get the first pick. Hawks get the 12th. Alright. NBA draft. Wizards and Clark, they still have Stephon. Alright. Omar. Another point guard. So they drafted another point. That's interesting. So they're signing Richardson and Asa Newell. They're not resigning Krejci. Reasonable because they need defense. So they're accepting him, accepting him, accepting him, accepting him. Declining. So they declined these two, but they accepted all these guys. Wallace getting a qualifier extended. Um, Hawks. Giannis was went to nuts. Nuggets. Wemby resigns. Cavs resign. KD goes to the Heat. Cat resigns with the Knicks. Kyrie back on the Mavs. Returning to the Lakers for one more season. Amen. Tyler Heroes. Jalen Green's going to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is going to the Spurs. Alright, Jake. Alright, fucking me rotted. Uh, Michael Borg joins Trae Young. That's interesting. And then Josh Hart goes to Clippers. We just beat the Clippers one back. Wow. And it's just, I guess, interesting. It did triple with the New York. Okay, bro. We're too much together at this point. Alright. John. I did not mean to do that. So Johnson's a 90, 36, 85, grade 5, 85, 82, 81, 80, 78. Wow, he got really. This is like that was a 12 pick. He didn't even play last year. He was starting and he only went up 1 overall. That's actually kind of crazy. Alright, the Hawks, they got Sar. Trae didn't get that much worse by 10 touch scoring. Alex got better. Trey Johnson got better. Keyshawn got better. Bilal got better. Besides Bilal not really having the greatest season. Fuck. Go back. Michael Jordan, Chris, Riz got worse. Did Riz even have a bad season? No, he had 16. Bucket at 81, 80, 78, because of Gaffer. And then the rookie, yeah, the two-way. Alright. Things interesting. We're gonna go like 2 more years or so. Because essentially with this trade is, I'm gonna do this, I'll probably go until Trae retires. I'm doing it on Max at this point. I'll go until like Trae retires. So I'll see you guys at the deadline. Hopefully they'll actually be good this time. They don't look like they're gonna be good though. Alright, so we're at January 25th. We're about to be at the deadline here, so it'll be very interesting what this team does. And we beat the Thunder. Wow, this team is actually not bad. They just beat the Thunder, assuming they still have like most of their players. They kind of do. They have a what the fuck is this bench? They have a Veen and Ravine to hasn't even played. All right, so the Wizards are 28 and 24. The Hawks are 30 and 20. Interesting. I'm going to go look at trades because I don't want to have to go look at everything. Trades. Bucks trade Kyle Kuzma or Terrence Mann. Dylan Brooks is traded for Brandon Boston Jr. Xavier There's Keon Johnson. Andre Hartenstein for Kelly Oubre and Zach LaVine. And then Sam Merrill gets traded for the Martha Rose. That's ass for both sides. That's interesting. Alright, there's probably one more transaction, so we'll go look real quick. No transaction. Just interesting, because I don't really know if I consider a W for both sides. Wizards do get a very good offensive player, I guess, but you kind of need to be tanking. It's a really good draft class coming up. But also, it's like for the Hawks, you got the best you could get probably from out of Trae Young, because he's not value's not high. They were on a 7-game winning streak when he was actually playing. It's Trae. I don't know. I don't know if Trae was like purposely decreasing his value, but I don't know. It looks kind of weird from both sides. I do really hope that wasn't the case and this trade just wasn't that great. I hope he is good on the Wizards. So we'll see. This is the first trade of the entire season, by the way, guys. So this is a very interesting to point out from here on out. This was the first trade of the 2026 NBA season. At least I've been considered because I don't know where Chris Paul is. And I don't even think Chris Paul's ever going to end up being on the team. He should, but he's just not. The Wizards did not make the playoffs once again. How the Hawks made it, and they're gonna sweep Phil. Oh no, they did. Oh shit, they're in the play-in. They're facing Brooklyn. This is a very interesting team. What is on Brooklyn at this point? Oh, they got Giannis. Shit, they have Giannis. They have Giannis, Kuzma. So Kuzma fell with him. That's crazy. Claxton, Igor, and Cameron. What's the bench looking like? The bench is pretty solid. Yeah, Ben, Danny Wolf, they would have smacked the out of KD recently. It was probably like last week I'm thinking about it, but crazy. Alright, so this will be very interesting. Game 1, Brooklyn. Game 2, Hawks. Game 3, Brooklyn. Game 4, Brooklyn. What is it? Is Giannis cooking? No, it's Cameron Thomas and Cameron Boozer are cooking. So, elimination, they're on 3-1. They have a chance to turn around. They're at home. They're going to have to do a lot of firepower, though. So they're going to win. They're not going to be at home for Brooklyn. So that'll be a little concerning to think about. These teams will not be home. And they're actually coming back a little bit here if they can keep the lead. Jump in 128 on the clock. 103 to 100. I'm going to go jump in here. All right. 128, 100 to 103. We're jump in here. Hawks got ball. Need to get a 3-point shot off here. Kristaps with screen. 3. No good. Oh, ain't it? No, ain't it? Over. Giannis. 3. No good. Oh, Neko Konga with the rebound back to AC Cuff. Very loud. Wow. Here we go. Back to Neka. Back to Boozer. Mid-range, it's good. 50 seconds on the clock. Chris was now bald, by the way, because they actually featured him his hairstyle. He is bald. Cameron Thomas for 3. That may be it. Gonna be clutch. Back to Dice. Kristaps with the mini guy. Layup. You missed! Oh my god, he was so open! What? You were so... Okay, my friend taught me this. What? Huh? You're so open. Look how much space there is! How did you miss it? Bro, this may have to take... This may have to be the image. Yo, like, how do you miss that? Okay, can I hide this? No, it's not like that. There's no Giannis on him at all. Yeah, There's no Giannis on him. That's crazy. And it's not a bad shot. And okay, bricks. You think it'd go in? No, it bounces off the side. Damn. That's gonna be it. The Atlanta Hawks have been eliminated from the Brooklyn. Giannis hasn't had a good series, funny enough. He's averaged like 20 in 2 games. It's crazy. That sucks. Very unfortunate, however, he lost. Hawks have been eliminated once again from the second round. The Raptors win the championship with Daryl Peterson. All right. Yo, why is this game? Yo, I'll see this, right? Like, it's not like, why is this? Why do they still have the most unnecessary filters in the game, bro? There you go. Russ Harden retires. Dame retires. CJ's officially retired. I can no longer return it. We're doing one more NBA season, guys. I'm just honestly sending the free agency. I can't care less at this point. I'm sending the free agency. One more year. Luka's a free agent. Alex Ar's reverse substituting. They're matching it. And they're signing Bobby Portis. I guess that's an improvement. They're resigning Bub. Kings, Grizzlies, Spurs, Hawks, resigning. They let Ball go. Asar and 80 are going to the Warriors. Don't care who signs to the Lakers. Very odd offseason, I guess. I mean, very good change, but it's just not a great offseason. 89, 88, 87, 85. He hasn't went down that much, but he's not a great defender. And they no longer have him. They have gotten rid of whatever his face is. They traded him. I don't even know where the he's on. Where is he? Yo, so where the fuck is he? It's on the Clippers. He must have signed with them in the offseason, although I put him on a 5-year, I guess. That didn't work. Alright, and I guess I gotta make sure Trae's still in the Hawks. Trae's an 88. Last season, it was like about to go in 2029, so it's about a 4-year build that actually works out perfectly. Um, it's kind of interesting because this isn't the greatest rebuild. I thought it would be a lot more entertaining. Maybe one of these guys made it to finals. Neither team has made it past the first round. Hell, one of them's only one made it past the second round twice, and that's been the Hawks. So I'll see you guys at the deadline. So that'll be very interesting because this team looks like it's actually trash. Alright, we're at the deadline. 22 and 26. The Atlanta Hawks are 29 23. Any transactions that have been interesting? The Wizards traded Austin Reeves for Cam Spencer and AC Green. The Magic traded Dylan Brooks to the Lakers for Cole Anthony. That's a little interesting. That's a little interesting in itself. The Wizards averaging 22, and they really have nobody else on the team from that trade. Trae Young averaging 22 on worst shooting. Just by like a few percentages. He's doing it on worst shooting and averaging low turnovers. Anyway, low turnovers. 23 and this team is actually really nice. It's kind of weird because they're good, but their seating is really bad. Like they don't have good seating at all. They're like 22, 26. They're the 10th seed. I don't know. Isn't this, do they have that head coach? Because their head coach currently like really. No, they hired Joe Mazzulla, and then I know the Hawks. I think they still have yeah, they have Quinn Snyder. There's nothing wrong with Quinn Snyder. I think Quinn Snyder's a pretty good coach. I thought they hired a different coach, so I was so confused. Like they usually play like pretty decently well when you do like re-stems. They'll do pretty all right by like 2028 because they'll have multiple draft picks. They'll have like Cam Boozer and like a bunch of these rookie guys. They just didn't get looking at the draft this year, and I don't know how I deal with him getting Trae Young because I mean he does. I guess they said he does reunite, but that reunite doesn't really work if you're trying not to win. And that's clearly what they're doing. They're trying to not to win, yet they're going to win a lot of games, and it's very unfortunate. So it's kind of weird because obviously you're very happy they're reuniting, but Trae has an expiring deal. Who knows if he's going to resign? He'll probably ink an extension. So because they're trading, like I mean, they didn't trade many assets. They traded Corey Kispert, who been okay, just nothing special from him, and wins it MVP averaging almost 40. All right. Rookie of the year goes to Jasper Johnson. Yeah, AI player probably. Six man's gonna go to Giddy. Wemby wins defensive player of the year. Mozu is going to Benedict. Ben, I guess. Um, and Daryl Peterson wins NBA Cup MVP. And Clippers are the best team in the league, I'm assuming. Yep, that is a crazy plot twist. I never think the Clippers are the best team. The Wizards are in the play-in. I guess we can go watch this because it'll be last year. So we'll see if the Pistons can at least like make the playoffs. They have a bunch of bucket getters, but they don't really have a defensive like identity, which is probably the reason they're probably losing this game. And yeah, they let them score 149. Man, that's absolutely fucking disgusting. That's ridiculous. The Pistons. The Hawks are going to be facing the how. Oh, they don't got Embiid no more. They actually, if they do, they're probably having a load the bench. They do still have him. Okay, so they got Mitchell as really Isaiah Joe, who they actually had Isaiah Joe, but they waived him and he ended up being kind of a stud. McCain, Mark, Noah, Kobe Jones, VJ, and Maxey. Very nice team, man. You know the Hawks. They have a nice core right here, and they have pretty good bench players. Liam McNeely, Coro. Okay, so they were dope. So this is the last year that they have a better bench, but we could probably win those. Game one, going to the Philly. Game two, Hawks. I said Philly, goddamn. Game three, Philly. Game four, Hawks. Game five, Philly. Game six is on the corner, on the line. The series will end. This video will be ending soon if the Hawks end up losing the series. And it's coming kind of down to the wire. I don't know. I think the Hawks gonna win this. I'm comfortable saying the rest. All right. Game 7. Hawks versus Philly in their stadium. And they're getting blown the fuck out. Okay. No, actually, they're not. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're not getting blown out. They win. All right, they win a game 7. A tough game 7 versus Philly. And okay, so they're really good too. Shit. All right, quickly, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and Carl Boys at center. That's an odd position for him. Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter, Jamal Shed. Sorry about this, man. Lou Dort, Thomas Hay, Cameron Williams. Podol. I guess they still have Podol. I'm sure it's not starting Podol, but I guess the overall difference is kind of massive. Yes. All right, for game 1. Toronto. Game 2, not Toronto, Hawks. Game 3, Toronto. Game 4, Toronto. Game 5, this may be it. Playing a bunch of minutes. Wow. We had a lead in there, kind of selling it. They gotta keep the lead. You know what? 145, down 3. Let's go jump in. Let's see what they do. Let's see what this team can do. If they win, they are kind of set, honestly. Like, they'll be kind of set. Set to save the series. They can get 3 off here. Jalen Johnson back to Kristaps. Kristaps gets the lay. That's a tough layup. They need one stop, and they can get offense here. They have Cameron Boone and Darrell Peterson. Ooh, defense. Hey. Shed's so open. Misses it. Back to Johnson. Oh my god, that was a fucking heave. Johnson! Oh, back to Oneka. Oneka's doubled. Back to Kristaps. Kristaps for three. No good. Kristaps no good. Three. You're a pretty solid three-point shooter, honestly. And no, it's one of the best big men three. And hits the second one. 4-point lead. 50 seconds on the clock. Ooh. Jalen Johnson has the ball. Johnson back to Kristaps. They keep getting it to Kristaps. Kristaps is not going to get it. Terrible take by Kristaps, and that is the series. Will probably be series. One more stop here, and that'll be the series. Doubled. Back to Merle boys on a foul boys. That is probably the game. Man, Kristaps is fucking terrible in these sims, man. Like, why did he take? That was a terrible take from him. Hawks have been eliminated from the playoffs once again. We will send the rest of the playoffs and wins Western, and they beat the Raptors in the finals and wins everything 41. I don't think anybody ever gave a shit about what this thing was for. Alright, Rudy Gobert and Josh Hart retire, guys. That's gonna be the video. I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.